Serious question. Why isn't anybody talking about just how easy it is to increase watch time on YouTube? I mean, seriously, it's not as difficult as you may think. As a matter of fact, if you're a small content creator just starting out, this video was made just for you because by the end of it, I'm going to show you just how easy it is to increase watch time and get monetized fast as a small content creator on YouTube. First off, let me just start by saying that I know how intimidating it can be in the beginning when you realize that there's requirements necessary in order to get to monetization. Not only do you need 1,000 subscribers, but you also need 4,000 public watch hours. When you see those numbers, you're kind of like a deer in headlights, especially if you're brand new. And some of you who watch my channel, you probably haven't even started your YouTube channel because you're not sure of how you're going to navigate reaching those goals and getting those requirements so that you can get monetized. So you kind of like shy back from it. But let me remind you that this is actually doable. I thought those same thoughts in the beginning. I really doubted myself. I was just like, oh, it's going to take me at least 2 years. No. As a matter of fact, I'm about to reach all the watch time that I need any day now. I've been keeping track of my YouTube studio, and I also surpassed the 1K subscriber mark. As a matter of fact, I did it twice. I have over 2,000 subscribers, so I know a thing or two of how I can reach the requirements, not just once, but twice, and also keep steady growth. So from one content bestie to another, I just really hope that you take today's video to heart so that you also can reach monetization and get on track towards that goal if that's something that you're working towards. So let's not do any more small talk. I just want to throw that out there because if nothing else, we're going to get to the fun stuff. I just want you guys to feel seen. I'm also a small content creator right there with you. I am also your content bestie, and I'm always happy to share what's working, what's not. That way we can avoid all the pitfalls in this YouTube universe. Okay? So without further ado, let's get into it. Now, the first order of business as it relates to increasing your watch time on YouTube is to understand that it's not about the number of views that you get. I know you may have heard something differently. I'm not here to ruffle any feathers, okay? I'm just here to give you the facts. And all of this is based on not just my own personal experience, but the numbers just don't lie. You can't get so fixated on the view count and then complain about your watch time because they're honestly not even the same thing. Let's make things simpler. So while it's not about the view count, it's about how long the viewer stays around to actually consume the content that you put out there. So for educational purposes only, we're going to pretend like these are two different types of viewers, okay? So you have Miss Orange here who definitely supports your channel. She subscribes to you and she even has the bell notifications on. She's great. We love her. The only problem is you just uploaded a 10-minute long form video, okay? While she got notified, she only watched the first 30 seconds. Meanwhile, Mr. Lemonhead, okay, he's also a loyal subscriber to your channel, has on the bell notifications. He just loves when you upload. But he watches from beginning to end your 10-minute long video. Now, which one would you rather have stick around, or which one would bring the most benefit to your overall watch time? Is it Miss Orange who just pops in to say hi and bye for 30 seconds? Or is it Mr. Lemonhead who sticks around from beginning to end? You definitely want to stick with Mr. Lemonhead because the more viewers you get like him, the more watch time you'll get ultimately. You want a bunch of lemons around. Okay, enough with that. But you get the point. You want people to stick around longer because it's not about the amount of views that actually spotted your videos, or it's not about the amount of people who spotted your video. It's about the amount of time that those people spent watching the content that you put there, which is why it's called watch time. Now, 30 seconds or less oftentimes doesn't even get counted as a view because that means somebody really just played the preview before actually clicking on your video, or they may have went ahead and clicked on a video, but then they clicked right back off. So your next thought is probably, well, Erica, how do I get people to stick around to watch my videos? Well, I'm going to tell you. What you don't want to do is when you're trying to increase watch time and get people to stick around longer is to bore them with small chit chat and the, hey guys, welcome back. We got to stop that. You can't just come into your videos assuming that they want to hear small talk. People click on videos to get educated. They want to be entertained. They want to feel seen. So you have to start front loading your hooks. You should come into your videos with a statement, with a question. For example, I'll use today's topic as an example. Come into your videos like, why isn't anyone telling us how easy it is to increase watch time? Now the viewer feels seen. Now they want the actual answer because you just said the thing that they were probably already thinking, which is why I did that in the beginning of this video that you're currently watching. You don't want to hear about how whatever happened today before I get to the point. You just want the point. The point is you want to increase watch time so that you can hit requirements in order to get monetized. And that's it. So that's why I'm packaging this video with the information that I'm sharing with you right now, even in this moment, so that you also can show yourself that it's doable. You don't have to come into your videos with small chatter. And I know sometimes it's a nervous twitch, but it just takes practice. It does. Because I know I used to come into my videos with that kind of like demeanor, like just let me get a little conversation going so that I can at least shake the nerves off. But the thing is, you're going to lose people. You're going to lose people if you don't decide within the first 10 seconds, how am I going to hook the viewer? I have to make sure that they stick around. So how can I jam pack the first 10 seconds of this video to make them not want to click away? That should be your mindset, not let me fill them in on what my day was like today. No, we can talk about that later, or maybe do a community post for that kind of stuff. But don't come into the first couple seconds of your video with small talk. No, 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 no. Now, this next little hack that I'm going to put you onto is actually slept on, and I don't understand why, because this is the one thing that I really feel like increased my watch time in the very beginning up until now. But you want to use more screen visuals. Basically, that's just like a simple screenshot, a screen recording, a little graphic. You know, sometimes I'll use like little pop-ups here and there just to enhance whatever the idea is behind what I'm saying. Also, it's just to draw attention to the point that I'm trying to make. And you don't have to be a graphic designer. You don't have to be the best video editor. You don't even have to edit. It's just simply engaging the viewer, and that alone helps them to stick around longer. I know this for a fact because it has worked on previous videos before today's video. And I saw a huge increase once I got better at just showing visuals of what I'm actually talking about in that particular video. And don't worry, content bestie, I got you. Because if you're still not clear on what kind of screen visuals you would like to try, I have a few here that if you want a screenshot and just save it to your phone and give it a try on your own channel, it'll definitely help you to keep your viewers engaged. And I would definitely recommend doing it throughout your video, but starting out, try to put some visuals in the beginning because you want to keep the viewers hooked and you want to keep them engaged from the jump. So I'll leave it up for a few more seconds. You give this a try and report back and let me know how it goes. All right, y'all. So we've covered a lot so far, but this last and final point is something that I really feel like will definitely increase your watch time if done correctly. So if you're not the best speaker, or you just get on camera and you totally freeze up and you just do not know what to say, this is especially helpful for you, and it'll also still contribute to keeping the viewer around. Now, you can just start out by telling mini stories. Not many as in multiple, but many, like small stories. That not only takes the edge off of being recorded and feeling nervous, but it's also sharing insight into a problem that somebody else on the other side of the screen can relate to. Now, for instance, if you had a weird experience starting out as a small creator and you were stuck at a certain number for X amount of days or months, and then all of a sudden you did something that increased your growth, tell that story. And it doesn't have to take long. You can literally hit record and start out by saying, I was stuck at 50 subscribers for like 3 months, but this is how I got out of that rut and into continuous growth. That's a story. That's your headline. That's your hook. And I literally want to know what you did to get from 50 to wherever you end up, because that is actually something that people struggle with. People are always constantly on YouTube searching for ways to gain subscribers, to grow on YouTube. So use your own story as leverage towards not just your watch time, but keeping the viewer around. That's the overall goal. Speaking of sticking around, if you made it to this point in the video, that just goes to show you just how simple yet effective it really is to increase your watch time using these things that we talked about today. Not only is it easy, but it's totally doable. Increasing watch time does not have to be taboo, it doesn't have to be difficult. It can be as easy as the 4 things that we discussed in today's video. So now it's your turn. Just pick out one thing that you learned in my video from today and give it a try for your next upload and let me know how it goes. And also just keep track of your analytics. Really study and understand YouTube Studio so that you can start to see an increase on what's working and what's not. That's going to be your second BFF because I'm supposed to be the first. But no, all jokes aside, literally study your analytics, get familiarized with them so that you can also keep track of your growth. Slow growth is still growth. So just take it a day at a time, give these things a try, and I'll be rooting for you every step of the way. But before you go, I hope something made you smile today. And you know I'm going to see you on the next upload. So I love you guys, and I'll catch you on the other side of the camera. Bye.